Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pasyachate Satarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Following the mood and the enthusiasm from yesterday and the day before yesterday, I thought it'd be nice to begin this initiation yagya with a nice song from Bhaktivinoda Thakur about what we're doing. Wouldn't that be nice? All we need is to get the words on the screen. So it's in Bengali, and he can pronounce Bengali very nicely. And then we'll go through it again, piece by piece. Very nice song by Bhaktivinoda Thakur from Harinam Chintamani. Is it big enough that you can see back there? Yes, okay.
কৃপা করি নাম রূপে আমার জীবা নিরন্তর নাচ প্রভু হরি তব পায়
কৃপা হরি নাম রূপে আমার জীবায়া নিরন্তর নাচ প্রভু হরি তব পায়
কৃপা করি নাম রূপে আমার জীবা নিরন্তর নাচ প্রভু হরি তব পায়
হরি নাম রূপে আমার জীবায়া নিরন্তর নাচ প্রভু হরি তব পায়
রাখো ইয়ালাও তাহা তব ইচ্ছা মত যাহা রাখো দেহ মোরে কৃষ্ণ নাম অমৃত
তব ইচ্ছা মাতা যাহা রাখা দেহ মোরে কৃষ্ণ নাম
জগৎ জনে নাম দিতে তব অবতার জগৎ জনে মাঝে মোরে করো অঙ্গীকার
জগৎ জনে নাম দিতে তব অবতার জগৎ জনে মাঝে মোরে করো অঙ্গীকার
আমি তো অধম তুমি অধম তারণ উভয় সম্বন্ধ এই পতিত পাবন
আমাতো অধম তুমি অধম তারণ উভয়ে সম্বন্ধ এই পতিত পাবন
অচ্ছেদ সম্বন্ধ এই তোমায় আমার যার বলে নামামৃত এ অধমতা যার বলে নামামৃত এ অধমতা অচ্ছেদ্য সম্বন্ধ এই তোমায় আমায় যার বলে নামামৃত এ অধম চায় বন্ধ এই তোমায় আমায় যার বলে নামামৃত এ অধম চায় পাকরি নাম রূপে আমার জিভায় অন্তর নাচ প্রভু ধরি তব পায় পাকরি নাম রূপে ভাই নিরন্তর নাচ প্রভু ধরি তব পায় হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ হরে রাম
I'm going to read the translation, and then let's see what happens after that. From the song by Haridas Thakur from Harinam Chintamani. O Lord, be merciful and appear on my tongue in your holy name. Dance there constantly, O Lord. I fall at your lotus feet and beg you. You may keep me in this world or take me to your abode as you please. But whatever you do with me, feed me the divine nectar of your names. You have descended to this world to distribute the holy name. So kindly, also consider me one of those you intended to bless. I am the most lowly, whereas you are committed to uplift the lowest. This is our eternal relationship, O Savior of the fallen. On the strength of this unbreakable connection between us, O Lord, I beg you to shower me with the nectar of the holy name. The mood of Haridas Thakur is very strong, and his dedication to receive that mercy from the holy name is equally strong. His humility, his commitment, the bond of that relationship between him and the holy name. One of the reasons for choosing this particular song is it connects with the whole process of initiation. The process of initiation is, in our first initiation, Harinam initiation, it's a formal connection between the devotee who's receiving initiation, Diksha, and Krishna. A formal connection. Now, Haridas Thakur had that sense of connection from the very, very, very beginning, and his dedication, commitment to the name, the person, through the medium of the name. And we've been discussing the name and the person are not different, but we can make that distinction because there is a distinction. But the non-difference is also appropriate. The connection with the person through the medium of the connection with the holy name. And in our case, in the case of the followers of Lord Chaitanya, the process of submission, formal submission and formal acceptance is what we're doing at the process of Harinam Diksha. It's understood, many of you are very familiar, maybe there's some newer persons assembled here. It is understood that over a period of time, a person who's awarded Harinam Diksha has demonstrated their fidelity to and commitment to the process of making that formal connection with Krishna. The persons who recommended her for initiation know her well, examined her, and has deemed her to be a qualified, fit person to make such a commitment and maintain such a commitment throughout their life, because that's the vows of initiation. But consider, to make a commitment that I'm going to do something for the rest of my life. That's strong. It takes conviction, it takes character, it takes a sense of purpose. So those that are with the authority to make such a recommendation, in her case, Ananda Vrindavan at the Potomac Temple, made the recommendation for initiation, knowing her over a number of years and examining her character and quality, and she feels confident. So, the recommendation. And then that precedes the formal submission. And with that formal submission, there's, on the other side, the bond, the acceptance by Krishna is there. The scriptural reference indicates that this process of Diksha, the process of formal submission, formal acceptance, is a necessity, or abhigachet, it's imperative, it's not optional, for the connection with the personality Godhead to be officially established. That is to say, anyone and everyone has an eternal relationship with Krishna, but acknowledging it in a formal way is necessary to receive that which Krishna is ready to give. It's natural and understandable. And the character of the individual, according to Scripture, the character of the individual that has prepared themselves and is in that position of submitting themselves into Krishna, it's very simple, at least in principle. It's simple to describe. An inquisitiveness, an eagerness to make a connection with the ultimate benefit of a living entity. Say it the other way. There's so many life forms and varieties within those life forms. and living entities are moving from one position to another position, even in one lifetime and then the next lifetime and so forth. Brahmanta Brahmite Kona Bhagyavan Jeev. Wandering and wandering and wandering in different species, different situations. And at some point in time, one of those so many living entities may receive some special mercy from Krishna. And the medium of that receiving of that special mercy from Krishna is Guru Krishna Prasadi by Bhakti Lata Bija. The Bhakti Lata, or the creeper of devotion, has a certain characteristic. And that certain characteristic is inclination to serve Krishna. That is to say, there's an inclination to serve because that's the nature of living entities. We're all servants. However, most of that service is reposed elsewhere, is something that's limited and temporary. And the varieties of that limited and temporary is, there's no limit. And mixing and changing from this position, that position, but recognizing that's not sufficient, that the position of happiness and security and safety and well-being hasn't been achieved with all those efforts of many, many lifetimes. When someone is fortunate, and on the combination of having that recognition and the awakening of the access to that real shelter, that's the beginning, the seed, the inclination to serve the Supreme Person. Shreya Uttama. Jigyasu Shreya Uttama. So that's the preliminary. And then the rest is to continue with that inquisitiveness for the rest of one's life, or until eternity. That is, wishing to make that connection vibrant, strong, and stronger and stronger, and continuing. That's big. And that's what Diksha is. It's a beginning. Prabhupada has taken that nice Sanskrit word Diksha and translated as initiation. There's different ways it could be translated, but initiation implies a beginning. You initiate a journey. So it's beginning. And it's formalized. And the formalization is with a commitment that to continue in that journey for the rest of one's life. Externally performing certain injunctions and refraining from certain prohibitions, that's externally, but that's maintained by the internal inquisitiveness or the eagerness to connect with reality, the Shreya Uttama, Jigyasu Shreya Uttama. So conventionally, there's some procedure that's going to follow, and the procedure that's going to follow is receiving of vows and receiving a name and chanting of mantras and so forth. We'll do that shortly. But because our initiate has a very dear friend here, like Father Son, and now is time for you to speak something. So most of you don't know our initiate, so now you're going to hear something about her.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. Ramaya is my niece and my best friend too. We grew up together. We went to temple together and used to go to Parikrama together too. her aunt used to force her to serve Hari, even though she didn't know who is Hari. And when she got married, she came to USA and looked for the nearest temple, which was ISKCON Naperville. She was very attracted to Narasimha prayer and began coming to the temple just to listen to Narasimha prayer. And at the same time, so she started serving Sunday feast. And one head pujari from temple gave her the service in the temple room. So then she started doing going to the Mangal Aarti for the backup service, and in twice a week, so she goes to the temple for that service. And she loves to do any service. She has so much service attitude, and as well as she is so strong, so she can do any service. And she's so friendly and always smiling. So she always can serve, like, do the service with anybody. But now she loves to do the making garlands. And so she made beautiful garlands, so you have on yesterday. And so I wish her all the best in her Krishna conscious journey. Thank you.
No wonder Ananda Vrindavan was enthusiastic to see her receive initiation. So, have you attended initiation before? You know what the procedure is? You have. Okay. There's three things. There's Prabhupada's Vyasa-san. Stand. Go before his Vyasa-san, offer your obeisances to Prabhupada. And second, you can come back here and do the same. And then I'm going to have you take your vows. Come here. Come over here. Right here. Obeisances. And put your feet to the ground. Okay. Long awaited. Yeah. But you're here. Krishna's kind. So now comes the vows, and the three vows. And one of those vows is how many rounds you'll chant on your beads every day for the rest of your life, minimum. Okay? And the 4 rules that you'll follow. Okay. The bell rings. You got all 4. And as you have been doing, this is the easiest. You'll continue making your best efforts to follow Srila Prabhupada's teachings for the rest of your life. Yes? Your initiated name is Ratnavati Devi Dasi. Ratnavati is the wife of Pundarik Vidyanidhi. So I invite you, read about Pundarik Vidyanidhi. You've heard his name before? No? Very topmost devotee. topmost devotee, not easy to understand. He was so elevated, he tried to conceal his identity as an elevated devotee, but he couldn't. So his wife is now, you're Dasi, Ratnavati Dasi. Okay? Hare Krishna. So I'm going to recite, and you all have copies, yes? And besides, it's on the screen, it was on the screen. This is a very mystical screen that it goes and then disappears and then won't come back again. Shri Brahma Samhita. Ishara Parama Krishna Satchit Ananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam Chintamani Prakara Sadmasukalpa Briksha Laksha Pratesa Surabira Vipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Sambrama Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham bhajami Venum Kadvantam Aravinda Dalaya Taksham Barhavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham bhajami Alola Chandrakada Sadvanamalya Vankshi Ratnangadam Pranaya Kedika Lavilasam Shamam Tribangalalitam Niyata Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasya Sakalendriya Vrittimanti Pashyanti Panti Kalayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sat Ujvala Vigrahasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Advaitam Achutam Anadim Anantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanam Cha Vedesha Durlabam Adurlabam Atmabhakta Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Pantashtakoti Shatabatsara Sampargamyo Vayoratapi Manasomani Pungavanam Sopyasti yad papadasinya javachincha tatve Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham bhajami Ekopya savrashayatam jagadanda kotim Yat shaktirasti jagadanda chayaya dantaha Andantarasta paramanu chayantarastam Govindamadi Purusham Yad bhava bhavatariyo madajasta taiva Samprapya rupa mahamashanaya nabushaha Suktairyam eva nikama pratadhaistavanti Vindamadi purusham amaham bhajami Ananda chinmaya rasa pratibhavitabis Tabirya eva nijarupataya kalabihi Goloka eva nivisatya kilatma bhoto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham bhajami Premanjana Charita Bhakti Vilochanena Santaksadeva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti Yam Shama Sundaram Achincha Gunasarupam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham bhajami Ramadi Murtushakalani Amena Tishtan Nana Vatara Makaro Bhuvaneshu Kinto Krishna Swayam Sabhabhak Paramak Pamanyo Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham bhajami Yasya Prabha Prabhavato Jagadanda Koti Kotish Vishesha Vasudhadi Vibhoti Binnam Tad Brahma Nishkalam Anantam Ashesha Bhuttam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham bhajami Maya Hiyasya Jagadanda Shatani Sute Traikunya Tadvashaya Veda Vitaya Mana Sattva-valambi Parasattvam Vishuddha Sattvam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Sarvati Atmanaso Yat Praninam Paniparam Smarutam Upetya Leela Yatenu Bhavanani Jagat Yajasram Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham bhajami Golokanamni nijadamni tale chatasya Devi Maheshu Haridama Surteshu Teshu Te Te Prabhava Nihayakmi Yatasya Yena Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Tristi Sati Pralaya Sadhana Shaktireka Chayeva Yasya Bhuvanani Vibharti Durga Ichchadurupam Apayasya Tatesta Tesa Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Kshiram Yatadati Vikara Vishesha Yogat Sanjayati Pratahasti Hetoho Yakshambhutam Apitata Samupaiti Karyat Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Deeparsha Evda Hidasham Taram Abhyupetya Deepayateva Pratahetu Samana Dharma Yastadrik Eva Ita Vishnu Taya Vibhati Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yatkaranarna Bhajale Bhajati Sma Yoga Nidramananta Jagadanda Saroma Kopaha Adara Saktim Abalambya Param Sumurtim Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yasyaika Nishvatata Kala Matabalambya Jivanti Loma Vidaja Jagadandanataha Vishnar Mahansi Yasya Kalabhishesho Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajam Paspanyatangsha Sakaleshu Najesha Teja Sviyam Kayat Prakadayat Tadvidadvadatra Brahmaya Eshat Bhagadanda Vidhana Karta Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yatpada Pallavaya Gambindadhaya Kumbha Dvandve Pranama Samaye Sagadadi Raja Vighan Pirhantam Ada Asya Jagatrayasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Agnir Mahi Ambarudnashasya Kalastatatma Manasita Jagatrayani Yasmad Bhavanti Vibhavanti Vishanti Yangcha Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yakshaksha Esa Savita Sakalagrahanam Raja Samasta Suramurtir Ashesha Tejaham Yasya Gyaya Brahmati Sambrita Kala Chakro Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Dharmota Papa Nityaya Shrutayasta Pangsi Brahmadikita Patagavadayasya Jiva Yad Prakata Prabhava Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajam Yastvindra Gopam Atavendram Ahosvakarma Bandhana Rupa Padabhajanam Atunoti Karma Nirdahita Kintu Chabakti Bhajam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yam Krodha Kama Sahaja Pranayadi Biti Vatsalya Moha Gora Gora Vasevya Bhavai Sanchintya Tasha Sadashim Tanam Aparete Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Shri Yakanta Kanta Parama Purusha Karpa Turavo Druma Bhumischinta Manigana Mayuktoyam Amritam Kata Ganam Natyam Ganamam Api Bangshi Priyasaki Chidanandam Jyoti Param Apitad Asvadyam Apichab Sa Yatkakshirabhi Shrabati Surabi Vyasya Suman Nimeshad Yakyo Vavrajati Nahi Yatrapi Samaya Vaje Shveta Dvipam Tamaham Iha Golokam Ityam Vidantaste Shantashyati Barlachara Katipaye Isara Parama Krishna Satchit Ananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Krishna. Better explain to her what to do. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate
Swamin iti namine swaha swaha swaha.
Om Jnana Timarandasya Jananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Swaha 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 Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakada Mayam Dati Swapadantikam Swaha 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 Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raganatam Anvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadutam Parijatna Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitangscha Swaha 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 Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Swaha 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 Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namine Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Dayataya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Dayane Prabhave Namaha Madhuryo Jvala Premadhya Shri Rupa Nuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostate Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Viruddha Apasiddhanta Dvanta Harine Swaha 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 Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshad Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambam Rasam Bodhe Padambo Jayate Namaha Swaha 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 Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachit Anandanamine Gaura Shakti Sarupaya Rupa Nuga Varayate Swaha 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 Gauravir Bhava Bhumestvam Nirdeshta Sajana Priyaha Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Shri Jagannatayate Namaha Swaha 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 Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Swaha 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 Namo Mahabadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratushe Namaha Swaha 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 Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktaropa Sarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Swaha 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 He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Swaha 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 Jayatam Surato Pangor Mama Manda Mater Gati Matsarvasvapadam Bojo Radha Madana Mohano Swaha 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 Divyad Vrindaranya Kalpadramadaha Srimad Ratnagara Singhasanasto Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devo Prestadibhi Sevyamano Smarami Swaha 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 Shriman Rasa Rasarambhi Bangshivata Tatastataha Karshan Venusunayar Gopir Gopinatha Shriyestanaha Swaha 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 Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Swaha 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 Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Swaha 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Swaha Swaha Swaha. Final mantra, standing with your banana. And when it comes to the conclusion of the mantra, very gently, carefully place in the spine. Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagat Hitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Swaha Aha Swaha.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.